He ain't gonna move. He might pull out and leave him.
Alright, welcome race fans. Here we are at IWCR Daytona with the Gen 6 in the duels tonight. And they're going to be, they've been practicing here for qualifying. And we will be getting to qualifying here in about 9 minutes. So stay with us, folks. And Roger, this is going to be open qualifier, or is it going to be one car at a time?
No, they're going to do knockout qualifying.
Okay, knockout qualifying.
Yeah, we're going to do they're going to do the first 25 minutes of knockout qualifying with everybody, and then they'll go to pit lane, and only the top 12 will go back out and take another shot.
Very good, very good.
And that'll set the fields, and I believe they're doing even odd qualifying positions for race 1, race 2. I hope we don't have this trading paints issue all night long.
Well, so far I've been lucky, and I've gotten everybody except for John Schweiker, which he said he's having some trading paint issues himself. But I believe I'm on him right now. Yes, I'm on him right now, and I am seeing
blue and yellow.
Budweiser, yes. No,
That's
blue.
Virginia.
Blue, red, whatever. Let me get down here. Yeah, blue and yellow. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, that's correct for him.
Okay.
They keep flashing. The cars keep flashing for me, and sometimes they'll come back right, and sometimes they don't.
Yeah. I think it's a trading paints issue right now.
I do too.
I think there's a lot more to that program than what we really realize, and I think that's kind of low on the priority list of getting that thing fixed right now with all the other things that iRacing's got going on and working on, so I don't know.
I really like Corey Wilson's car.
Corey Wilson.
The 55.
Yeah, that's sharp looking.
Yeah, I like it.
Hooks Ladder Brewing Company.
Yep.
I think it'd be cool to have a Straub beer car, because they've got some sharp looking labels. Look, Google that sometime. Straub, S-T-R-A or U-A-B, I believe it is. I don't want to talk about that stuff on here, Roger, so don't.
What's that?
About that email I got.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah,
Me neither.
Yeah, I don't want to.
That was a big wreck.
Yeah, it was. I took out a few of them. Mostly all Chevys out here, from what I'm understanding. There's no Toyotas. He forgot to put the Toyotas in the list, so it's all Chevys and maybe a couple of Fords. Alan Bose is in a Ford, but I'm not sure about anybody else. Haven't seen anybody. Galen Gidman with no paint on his helmet.
Yeah.
Or suit.
Birch root beer on the side.
So anything goes drafting and stuff like that. But you know the thing of it is though, now if you touch somebody and get a 0x, doesn't that nullify that lap?
Yeah.
Could be. Jammer Dumas? Is that how you say that?
Jamar Dumars.
Oh, Jamar what?
Was he in here?
Yeah. Jamar
Dumas. Yeah, Jamar Dumas.
All right, 30 seconds till they do start their qualifying. So what do you think about all this, Roger? You ready for this?
You know, I love to watch the qualifying.
Brand new season.
New season, new rules, new lots of stuff. We're gonna have open qualifying all season.
That's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, they're really putting the next level out here at IWCR. I really love doing these races.
All right, so they're going to be starting qualifying right now.
Put them out here.
Yes, sir. 30 minutes to turn the best qualifier. And then, what did you say?
20 minutes. 20 minutes.
20 minutes, okay.
20 minutes, and then all go to pit road, and only a certain number of cars are going to be sent back out. I'm trying to remember. I think it's 15, but I don't know. They're talking about it still.
Okay, okay. Very cool. Oh man, we got guys into it already.
Just watching different groups of drivers out here. There's 3 car, 2 car, 4 car. Everybody trying different strategies to get to the best possible lap and can put themselves in position to start up front. Rudy, are you getting qualifying times to post?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing them.
Jamar on the top right now with a 44.998. Schweikert in second with a 45.194. Now Pizarro on the top with a 44.894.
Wow.
Wilson at 895. Still not getting any time?
Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
Wow. You sure you're in the right tab?
Yeah.
Qualifying tab?
Well, I don't have one.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just going through looking at the lap time. Alan Bowes, 44.97. I see his time. But not, I mean, just I'm looking for it.
Perryman up there with a 44.7. Somebody blew up.
Yeah, Perryman just crashed. He just took a bunch of guys with him in qualifying. And they're not allowed to leave the track.
Now Bazemore on top of the 44.5. Holy smoke.
Okay, they are going to reset them in the first round.
anybody's going to beat that 44.5. That's a smoking lap. Roger, ones that we need to look out for tonight. You got anybody that kind of brings to your mind drivers that we need to look out for?
Well, I mean, there's always the, that group of drivers that we need to look out for. We need to watch for Albos. We need to watch for the John Schweikerts, Galen Gidman, last season's champ. He's going to try to defend that. These plate tracks, you got to watch out for Johnny Reed Foley. He did really well last year, or last season, I should say, in the duels. Brian Wildeson's always a fast guy. Thomas Lee. There's so many in this, and with it being a plate track, a restricted plate, super speedway racing, this it's anybody's ball game at any time. So, that normal group that we always see up front, yeah, we're probably going to see them at the front. Are they going to win tonight? Maybe. But with plate racing, right place, right time, make the right move, anything can happen. Another big wreck at the start-finish line there.
Look at Ken Worley up the top now with a 44.3. Holy smoke. Where are these guys getting this time from?
Well, the perfect strategy to use is to get your teammate just off your back end and get a group in front of you that you can stay within about a second of. And once you cross the line, have your teammates start going, pushing, not making contact, but pushing hard, and you guys run and try to draft that other group. You get, 5, 8 tenths just by pushing a partner. You can pull another 4, 5, 6 tenths, 8 tenths off of the guy in front, drafting on front of him with a big gap and closing that gap down. So the strategies, that's what we're getting to watch here, is the qualifying strategies when you're doing group qualifying. And a lot of these guys have really thought about this and really planned it out. It's really working. And you may see, Worley's no slouch on the super speedways either. So we may see him at the front all night.
All right, about 10.5 minutes left here to run this open qualifying, and then they're gonna, like you said, probably take well, they're still working on 10 or 15 drivers and put them back out there and let them try to see if they can best that time. 6, so 3 tenths off of that, about 2.5 tenths off of that top speed that Worley laid down. So, man, I'm telling you what, these guys are really, really smoking these laps. Now Schweiker dropped back to 6. Bazemore back up with a 44.5. Crumrye with another 44.5, almost 45, 44.6, excuse me. And Michael Leiby in there with a 44.6. 9 minutes left here to run this open qualifying. Wow, everybody's stopping.
Yeah, they're calling them on the pit road. The first session has ended.
Okay. Keep me informed of what's going on, buddy.
I'm listening. Top 15 are going to be going back out, Rudy.
All right.
Top 15 are going to get 7 more minutes to go out and do this again, and then they're going to shut it down. And I believe they're going to chop that field down and go again to try to set this pole.
Very cool.
I'm still not seeing any time any project to help me out, buddy.
Well, Ken Worley on the top right now with a 44.363. Paul Crumry with a 44.386. Barry Jacobs with a 44.436. So far, I haven't seen anybody move yet. Michael Leiby in 5th, Schweiker 6th, Wilson 7th, Artis in 8th, Roberts 9th, and Keane in 10th.
Uh-oh, we got one blowing up. Thomas Lee. Engine letting go.
Oh boy.
He won't make it around to the next round. He's not going to make it to the next round. I guarantee it.
Well, that's kind of unfortunate for these guys. You know, you push these things to the limit like that, you get them a lot. They do not cool down.
Yeah, you can't stay tucked up. They got the rules pack set up now where you can't tuck up and push somebody. You just can stay really close, and they're promoting pack racing. So it's a different ballgame from what we've been used to in seasons past. And some of these guys are learning the hard way because Thomas Lee, he's not going to be able to continue on. They're going to knock the guys out right here. And the final round is really going to be just a handful of cars. If you've got damage, if you've got engine troubles, you cannot reset between rounds. You are done. Even if you're one of the advancing cars, you are done.
Yeah, he was 12. Other than Foley being up there in 6th now, and Schweikert moving up to 3rd.
Well, we may not see anybody in the top 2 positions move because they don't have the big pack to pull the draft off of, and that will not allow for those really fast laps. But some guys may move around, you know, inside their positions, and I don't know how many they're going to knock out. They didn't say yet, so. Right now. So I'm having to go off of what you're telling me, buddy.
Yeah, Worley right now is still on the top. From right 2nd, Schweikert 3rd, Jacob 4th, Foley 5th, Bazemore 6th, Thomas Keenan 7th, Livy 8th, Wilson 9th, and Perryman 10th.
Well, I don't know if it's going to be 8 or 10 guys since he took 15 in the first session that are going to move up, but some more are going to go on and get another shot to try to change those qualifying positions.
Looks like they're now telling
they're wrapping it up.
Yep, come in pit road.
Actually, they're just asking them to stop where they are.
Okay, so I'm going to get back up to Ken Worley and see, because I'm sure he will be rolling out.
No, they are done. They are lining everybody up now. They are telling everyone what duel they were going to be in, and they are going to get ready to set up the next sessions. This session will be closing down. We'll be taking a short break, and then we'll be coming back in duel number 1.
All right, very good.
All the odd qualifying positions, Rudy, and I'm sure we could go down that list and get them out. You know, 1, 3, 5, 7, and all the way down. I think they're going to have about 15, 16 cards in the first duel, and the same in the second. So
very cool. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to pause for a brief break here, folks, and we will be right back. So hang loose for a few minutes.
Okay. Yeah, just like the last one. No, it's going to take just a couple of minutes. Usually takes somewhere between 5 to 8 minutes to get everything lined in and then get it fired up.
Well, we will hang loose here on MaxSpeedTV and wait for them to get this thing up and rolling. So stay with us, folks. Just be a few short minutes while they get everything set up. Kind of looking for some pretty good drivers, like you said there, Roger, to be up toward the front. Alan Bowes, John Schweiker, these guys here they're gonna turn up the heat, you know. And you know, this is and this here sets the tone for the race next week, correct?
Yeah, it kind of will.
Yeah, sets a grid for next week. Technically, next week will be the first race of the new season.
I think we're up, Rudy.
Okay. Let me. 1 second
Yeah,
here.
we're up.
I'll have to refresh. How long do I have to get in there? I know not long.
No, it's gonna kick at 10, I think, which is in 3 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not showing it yet. Yeah, I'm not showing it yet. Sure, it's in the hosted session, right?
Yep. It's in the tournament.
Well,
It's the only one.
Well, am I going to have to join off of... hold on here a minute. Okay, I see it now.
I just went in the driver in case we need to do on-track interviews.
Alright.
They're only going to have 15 drivers and a handful of admins, so.
Okay. Coming in now.
I think this is still the previous one, Rude. Yeah, this is still the previous one, Rudy.
I don't know, because I joined as a driver this time. It wouldn't have let me join as a driver. But I think you might be right.
Yeah, it was because I could see the same times from before, so.
Okay, alright. Well, it ain't up yet. Okay. Yeah, I'm showing everything there, okay.
Yeah, it's gone now.
Yep.
We got plenty of viewers.
Viewers are good.
Yeah.
We are just waiting for the session to go up here, folks, so stay with us. We don't have any other communication with them over there, but that's the kind of the tough part.
You know it.
It's up. Roger.
It's up. We can spectate and ghost now.
There we go. Oh, uh-oh. Okay.
It says that. You let me know if you're having trouble getting in.
I think I'm on my way in here.
I don't think I am. It keeps bumping me to the side.
I'm on my way in.
I'm on my way in now too.
Alright, we will be right there with you folks. Hang on a minute. This is the tough part. This tournament thing is it's tough to keep up with everything, and especially we can't be in TeamSpeak with them to communicate with them, so we're trying to do the best we can.
I'm about to be in. I just got to get some cameras set.
What's going on with my stuff here? Okay, I guess it's alright. A little weird. It's really kind of choppy and laggy. Still is. Could be a bad server. Wow. Well, I hope that smooths out. Okay, well, qualifying is already over, and they have taken, let's see, the odd drivers, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and so on, and these guys will be running in the first 125. Then in the second 125, it will be the even numbers, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and so on. So this could be pretty interesting here. We're going to have about how many cars in this one? See, let's take a look here and see.
About 15.
Yeah, roughly about 15 drivers, so. Alright. And this will be duel number 1 right here. Yes, sir. I'm good to go.
Yeah, we're going to have all of the drivers that qualified in the odd positions from the open qualifying, all 15 of them. Ken Worley will be sitting on the pole for this race. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe John Schweikert's going to be on the outside.
Yeah, I think so.
And then Foley behind that, and then after that, I can't remember the rest of the order. I should have wrote it down, but I didn't. We won't get to see it until practice ends here in about 11 minutes.
Right. won't even be able to run down the grid because there is no grid. The cars will line up according to what they tell them, and that's how they will grid.
Yeah, as soon as the practice session ends, we should be able to see that grid order.
Okay.
Yeah. I believe that's how it works, if I remember right. We'll be able to see it.
Yeah, it's been, well, since the beginning of last season since we've done this.
Yeah. I do know we are going to probably start a little early. I think we needed to when they get ready to roll off on the pace lap. There's a driver we're going to talk to real quick before we get the green flag.
All right. Let me make sure I do have this. Yeah. Okay, we're good. And set properly.
Alright, we want to start setting them on the grid here in about 30 seconds and getting ready to roll off.
Be good. I'm ready to go. But let me know when you want to get down there and talk to somebody. I will unmute.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till they jump down on the grid. They are in their cars. They're getting ready to roll off, and then we'll go down to our in-race reporter for duel number 1.
Okie dokie. Alright, they have advanced it, so we are ready and ready to start gridding up here. So we will go down the running order, but we want to run down through the running order first, Roger. That shouldn't take long.
Session has advanced, and we do see our grid.
Can you hear me?
I got you, buddy. Loud and clear.
Okay, because everything I'm saying, you're like repeating it. Like you're not hearing what I said.
I didn't hear what you said. If you said that the grid was showing up.
Oh, no, I said, all right, we're going to get down here and line up with everybody. Ken Worley going to be on the pole and the number 37. John Schweikert on the outside in the number 1. Johnny Reed Foley in 3rd. In 4th place, Michael Leiby. 5th place, John Spisak. In the number 54, Christopher Perryman. In 6th, in the number 41, Joe Roberts. Starting 7th on the grid here in the number 6. In 8th, Evan Matvieko in the number 34. Roger?
Joe Dumars will start the number 38 car in the 9th position. 10th is Alec Krapser in the 83 car. Brian Wilderson in the 27 starts 11th. The 12th position is held by the 21 car of Alan Bowes. Galen Gibbon in the 94 will be 13th. The 81 car of David Butterworth will start 14th. Zach Jahalis will start the number 4 car in the 15th position. And rounding out the field will be Logan Sheets in the number 58.
All right, you want me to open a channel for you?
I do. We're going to jump down here and catch our in-race reporter in the 1 car, Mr. John Schweikert.
You got it, buddy. Go ahead.
I can't.
Huh? You can't?
John Schweiker, Roger Wagner in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, go ahead, Roger.
Hey, I know we're getting tight to the green flag here, buddy, but we wanted to jump down to you. We know you had a special announcement that you wanted to make real quick, so I'm going to give you a second right here to go ahead and make that announcement, buddy.
Just want to give a big shout out to my brother. I know he's watching.
Yeah, he's going to be leaving us pretty soon to go overseas to serve our country, and we're all real happy that he does that for us. We appreciate him greatly, and we wanted to definitely give him a big shout out. And sometime during the race here, buddy, we're going to come back to you as the in-race reporter. Good luck.
All right, pace car is off and green flag is out, and we're going. Time to roll here, folks. Waker up on the high side. Everybody getting up into high gear right now. Roger Ken Worley still leading on that low line. Schweikert on the high line, and I don't know, boy, this is going to be interesting to see how these guys can produce such a good race here, like they always do. A small field, 15 drivers take to duel number 1 here. 125 laps. Oh, 30 laps.
30 laps. It's a 75-mile race. We ought to see, really, probably most of this green, they are running a 50% fuel cell, so they are going to all have to pit at least once. I don't think you're going to see anybody do anything foolish here for about the first 10 laps. And then once they feel it out, know what everybody's got, know what everybody's going to do, then we're going to see some guys start to make some moves, guys teaming up together. This is going to be a really good race. I really don't know that we're going to see a caution flag. These guys are all good enough to run 30 laps like this and not touch each other one time. So I expect a really solid race here.
And look at Foley right out front, leading them right now. Ken Worley already back to 3rd place.
And we got a couple of guys that went to the back to just hang out, it looks like. This is a non-points event. I mean, this is basically foot down, hammer down, let's get to the front and try to win this thing. There's no points, just go out for fun and have a good
John,
have a good race.
You're pretty bad, buddy.
Yeah, definitely.
We had one car warping there. I'm sorry, Rudy, we had a car warp real bad. He was like halfway into the car in front of him right there. Yeah, Schweikert was warping just a little bit. Look at Alan Lowe's trying to go 3 wide up here. He's up against a wall back there about 8th place.
We are seeing the guys, they're definitely putting the hammer down. 2 wide all the way 2 abreast going around this track. We got one kind of falling back there a little bit. Looks like David Butterworth losing the draft of them guys. That's kind of unfortunate for him.
Yeah, I don't really know what happened to him to make him fall that far back. And an even number of cars, and should always have a partner, but he is out of that pack, and he's so far back he can't catch a draft now. He's going to have to rely on somebody having a caution.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for him to lose that draft. Already back 2.5 seconds behind them guys. John Spisak, man, falling clear back to 11th. So uncharacteristic of him. Matt Biecko now up to the 10th place.
Yeah, I've been watching Christopher Perryman and Joe Roberts. Those two have gotten hooked up, and they're up here pushing, challenging for the lead with Leiby and Foley right now. They've caught up right to the bumper of Michael Leiby.
Yeah, so this is definitely tightening the field back up. It's too bad somebody couldn't go back and pick up Butterworth way back there. Doggone it, he just got out of that draft and has just lost it all right there.
Yeah, I don't feel that if he doesn't get a caution, he might be in a whole lot of trouble.
And we've got some blinkers. I think this server is a bad server. It's really choppy for me, and boy, the blinkers and times are messing up. It's really a bad server, I think.
And right now I'm only seeing one car blinking, one car.
Looking ahead here from Galen Gidman, running in 11th spot right now. These guys happen to check up. Definitely, you can feel the heat. These guys feel the heat being so tight like that. They start feeling their cars heating up. And watching them gauges, because if you get too hot, it's hard to get them to cool back down. Boys side by side with these guys. The number 54 there of John Spisak up on the high side. Well, I'll tell you, he came really, really close. Let's see, that would be the 38 there, Jamar. And now Spisak up there by himself, nobody around him.
Yeah, somehow Perryman got pushed to the outside there, and he lost his partner, but as soon as he picked another one up, he jumped back in line behind Alan Bowes and just left Spisak out there all by himself.
Zachary Chahalis running in 9th, coming to the line here, and picked up quite a few spots. Started 15th on the field, and here he is running in 9th.
And now Bowes and Perryman have gone ahead and went to the outside, and they're trying to make some time up on these leaders, and they are going. They are moving forward.
Foley's still out in the front, led the most laps. 6 laps he's led out of the 8.
Alan Bowes cleared the 3-car, dropped right down in front, left the 41 on the outside all by himself.
And that's what these guys do, you know, I mean, they want to stay in line, but yet, you know, you got to start looking out for yourself. And now Perryman gets it down into the low line with him. Saves Grace right there, falls into 5th place.
I fell in right in front of Jamar Dumas and right behind Joe Roberts. And Roberts is right behind Libby, and they've been working together since Perryman got out of line there. So, I mean, with the pack racing, you really don't have to have a partner, but it does help if you have a second car that you can just push with a little bit, because you can't push very long here. It's just so hard to get away from the pack. These guys are going to have to ride in line here for the next about 10, 15 laps, and then you're going to see some really good racing once the pit stops start.
And brand new leader up front, Alan Bowes. Right ahead of Foley. Those two may wind up working together. Now, talking to Bowes before the race, Roger, and he was kind of indecisive about running the NIS race tonight or running this. And so I don't know exactly what all he did, whether he did run it and come back already or what, I don't know.
Yeah, I did not get a chance to talk to Alan myself, so I don't know what he ended up doing. I do want to let you know that the 94 car Galen Gibbons worked his way up to the 7th position just not that long ago. We were talking about him being back in about 11th or 12th position. He's made his way to 7th now.
Oh, yeah, I know. He is on the move. He's coming. And we've got a bunch of them breaking off. They come down pit road.
And they wreck each other. Those are teammates. That did not go as planned, I guarantee it.
Bad pit stop for some of these guys, but 20 laps to go, so we got some early pitters.
Yeah, they had Logan Sheets came in with that group. Evan Matt Vieco came in.
Zachary Chahalis. Wow. Zachary Chahalis did not get the stop in the pit. He went right on through. So,
he'll have to come back down for fuel.
Yeah.
He's about to go a lap down.
Well, this does break the field up a lot. And looking here, Foley was one of them that pitted.
Yeah, he's the one that spun.
Yeah, I'm showing him way back in 14th place now.
Yep.
That's
Bowes is out front with Libby and Perryman, and Galen Gidman now running 4th.
Yeah, this is getting interesting. These guys are all going to have to come down pit road, and that can really screw up the work.
Hey, them green flag pit stops are a game changer. We say it every week, and we got to see it. Here they come. Here come that front group. The only one that didn't pit was Perryman. Wow. He is all by himself. He's making it. And there's another spinner. Gidman spins out.
Oh, man. So we're seeing a lot of mistakes on pit road, Roger.
Yeah, these guys are making a lot of mistakes. Didn't practice enough. Didn't practice nearly enough getting on and off pit road.
This is not like them at all. I'm sure Galen's going to have to serve a speeding penalty on pit road or unsafe pit entrance or something. Yeah, he did. He got a 15-second penalty he just had to serve, so. All right, let's get back up to Christopher Perryman because he is going to have to come down pit road too.
He is on pit road.
Yes, he is. I think with him stopping, there's only one other person. David Butterworth has not been on pit road yet, and he is running in second place right now. And it looks like John Spisak may have taken his car behind pit road. What?
Yeah. Not sure what happened to him, but he has pulled his car off and has parked it.
Butterworth out front. So let's get up here with David Butterworth and see when he is going to come down pit road.
I would imagine this time by, but I can't guarantee that.
Watch and see if he does. Looks like not this time. Staying out for another lap. Alan Bowes will take over the lead. He is running about 15 seconds behind Butterworth right now in second. So Butterworth needs to come down pit road. He may stay out there just about as long as he can, hoping for a caution. Remember, he had fallen way back behind everybody. Had lost the draft on everybody. So
John Schweigert and Brian Wilderson now have picked each other up, and they're trying to run down Bowes and I believe that's Leiby up there, just a couple seconds back.
Brian Wilderson, yeah, we haven't really talked too much about today. Brian Wilderson. Don't get to see him out here a whole lot anymore. I don't know. Life's too busy or something, but good to see Brian back out here racing with these guys again.
And it looks like they're reeling these two guys at the front end, and with those guys at the front switching, they're definitely going to need some time.
Seems like the server may have smoothed out just a little bit now. Could have been a rough start on the server. I have seen that many times, but seems like it's smoothed out a little now. So third place going to Michael Leiby, and these guys all with different partners. Michael Leiby working with Alan Bowes. No, who is that?
Yeah.
Is it Alan Bowes?
It is Alan Bowes.
Okay. I don't know why I was thinking he was running the number 18. I don't know why. Alan Bowes actually in third. So these guys here all battling for the lead. But I do still kind of want to get up here with David Butterworth and see when he does decide to come down pit road. He is our...
here he comes.
Yes, he is right now. Wow, that was perfect timing, wasn't it? No mistakes, man. He hit his mark perfect. He's coming down pit road nice.
I see just a shade of damage on that right front fender. I don't think it's going to affect him much.
He tops off the tank and he's out of there. No tires. So David Butterworth already fallen back a little ways, but...
Well, this is a 4-car race for the win right here, right now, the way it is.
Let's go through the field. Joe Roberts 13th. Evan Matviecko in 12th. Galen Gidman in 11th with that bad pit road entrance and spinning. Cost him a ton of time out there on the track, Roger.
Every mistake on pit road, even under yellow, costs, but when it's under green, it's 100 times worth.
Perryman in 10th. Johnny Reed Foley in 9th. Those guys trying to get up there, but I don't know, 19 seconds behind them. A lot of ground to make up. Alex Krapser in 8th. And maybe he can get hooked up with Foley and Perryman there. We've got 3 cars working here together. Jamar Dumas in 6th. Ken Worley in 5th. John Schweikert up here in 4th. Brian Wilson 3rd. Alan Bowe 2nd. And our leader, Michael Leiby, right at the moment. 11 laps to go here, folks, to decide this. The first qualifier, and this is for the main event next week.
Yeah, they're going to set the field out of this.
Yes. We still got one more race to go after this one, folks, so don't leave after this race, because we got another one right immediately after this. Roger, we're going to have to probably maybe just interview the winner. What do you think?
Yeah, probably so. Just interview the winner.
That's probably about all the time we're going to have to. We're going to have to jump right over to the other qualifier race. So, but just pause for a couple minutes here, folks, and we will be right back in there with the next race.
Yep.
All right, Leiby's still up front. Bowe's in 2nd. No change there.
We still got Wilderson and Schweikert right behind. This is a 4-car race for this win, and I don't know, what the strategy is, but I'm sure that Schweikert and Wilderson are just waiting for the laps to wind down so that they can mount that challenge.
Yeah, Schweikert getting awful antsy back there. He does not like sitting in 4th place. I'm sure it's just eating him up. They're going to be coming to the line. Going to be 8 laps to go to finish this.
Yeah, he likes to be out front, but I know that he can and will push one of his teammates right on by those guys when the time comes. So right now he's just getting his car nice and cool, so that when it's time to push, he doesn't have to worry about any. Caution!
Out. Oh, Johnny Foley into it. No, let's go back and take a look and see what happened to him. Oh, man, I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah, it looks to me like he put the left side tires right down below that yellow line, and he had somebody pushing on him at the wrong time right there. Perryman was right on his bumper, and it just hooked it, pulled it a little bit left, and then he was out of control, killed both cars. Now that is a game changer. It's no longer a 4-car race, and we're going to have a little shootout.
Yeah, he did. Both of them kind of caught the apron there. And wow, oh, that's unfortunate for them guys. Doggone it. No resets either.
No.
And that's going to be...
Yeah, it just looks like it's one of those deals where he just got them left side tires a little low, and Perryman was pushing on him right when it happened, and it lightened up that right rear corner, pulled him a little bit left. When he tried to correct it, it overcorrected and shot him back across and took Perryman with him into the outside fence. Just a bad deal.
Yeah, we're not going to see any pits here. Nobody's going to make any pit stop, except for those two probably that got damage. Definitely Perryman's smoking like crazy. Yeah, he's on pit road now. So, kind of unfortunate for that. That's the kind of things that we see in racing here, Roger. That all it takes is just a little tiny mistake like that, one that you would never believe that would cause that much turmoil, and a little mistake can be so costly.
Doesn't take much. He just barely got his left side tires down there on that different transition is the best way to put that. And that inside sidewall, that left front tire just hooked that seam. And with Perriman pushing on him, it just made that car get out of control. These things are really hard to bring back once they get out of control. And he overcorrected. It just, it's part of racing. When you're at the plate tracks and you're pushing, anything's possible. And we saw just a bad deal for both guys.
Absolutely. So you're right, though. This is going to be a real game changer for these guys. Michael Leiby going to be restarting first, Alan Bowes second, Brian Wilderson third, Schweikert in fourth, Ken Worley in fifth, Jamar Dumas in sixth, Evan Matvieco in seventh, Galen Gidman eighth, David Butterworth finally back up into the mix. Good to see David up in there, back up in ninth, Joe Roberts 10th, Logan Sheets 11th, and then Johnny Reed Foley on pit road. I guess he went down there. Alex Krapser now going to be scored as 13th, Foley 14th, Zachary Chahalis up to 12th.
Yep.
And it looks like Christopher Perryman did take his behind the wall.
Yeah, that car was hurt pretty bad, and there wasn't much left for him with him. I'm only going to have about a 5-lap shootout here, so let's go down and holler at our in-race reporter real quick and see what he'll give up any strategy for the last few laps of this race. See if he thinks he can go get the win.
Mike's open now.
John Schweikert, you got a copy?
Yeah, Roger, go ahead, buddy.
Well, we didn't think we were going to get an in-race interview with you. We thought this thing was going to go green. It looked like the four of you out there broken clean away, got through good pit stops. Pit stops have they've really changed this game during the green flag, but this yellow flag has got to be a total game changer. I'm sure you guys were thinking you were going to settle it between the four of you, and now you got everybody back up there. What's your strategy to finish this thing out, and can you steal this win?
Well, the strategy is to not get in a wreck if possible, and I don't know whether I'm going to hook up here with Alan Bowes in front of me and push him, or jump down with my two teammates and go with them. I have no idea. We'll see how it goes.
Well, it looks like everything's been pretty smooth until it was time for guys to start pitting, and then chaos. And that really changed things. Took some cars that were at the front out. You got in and out pretty good, and the guys in front of you got in and out pretty good. Before that yellow flag, did you guys think it was just the four of you, and that you'd be able to push Brian there, maybe past, and one of you two steal that win from Bowes and Leiby?
Yeah, we were just kind of talking over our team channel what to do here, but you know what? The game always changes, so now we have to adjust and see what we can do now. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun so far, and this is just a little taste of what's to come next week.
All right, man. We know these plate races are a crapshoot at best, and
Galen, I'm going to give it all I got here. Oh, wait, are you in front of me? Who's in the Coors Light? Oh.
Hope you keep the rough side down, and good luck. Maybe we'll get a chance to holler at the winner. Maybe you.
Yeah, we'll see. I think that, what is there, 15? There's one out of the 15 of us going to be in the victory lane for you guys to talk to. So have fun up there. It's been a blast down here. Really enjoy racing with all these guys. They're really good. So strap those belts on, man. It's going to be fun.
Well, everybody's back in this now, Rudy, so I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I know. This is we're going to have about a 4-lap shootout here. So this is going to be quite interesting. And, you know, I hate to say this, Roger, but, you know, as tough as these guys are here and as aggressive as they're going to be, we may wind up seeing this thing finish under yellow. I don't know.
Yeah, I hope these guys run the end like they ran everything else, and we see a good pass for the win instead of somebody deciding it by trying to make a move that just isn't there. I think these guys are good enough to do that. I mean, we've seen them week after week. They're pretty smart. They're pretty good drivers.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
Where's Leiby? We haven't called his name out in front for a while. That's good to see him up there.
It sure is, yeah. I wouldn't doubt we see some 3 wide.
Oh, I guarantee that.
Yep. You know, especially on that last lap, we're going to see we might even see a 3-wide finish.
That would not be a shock, really.
Nope.
I bet we see 3 wide before we get off turn 2.
Well, Roger, call this down, buddy.
Yeah, looks like we're all racked up here. Everybody's back on. Only 2 cars out of the race right now. So 14 guys still on the lead lap. We're going to go after this. Libby and Bose will be our front row. Wilderson and Schweikert in the second row. Worley and Dumars, your top 6. With his 4-lap shootout.
Yes, sir. 4-lap shootout.
Well, you think Matt Bianco from 7th place got a shot to win this?
You know, that's highly possible. It's like you said, you know, anybody that's on the lead lap right now, which they all are, has a shot at winning this. Johnny Rifoli, I might not. He's got some damage on that car yet. If he can hang in the draft, he might be all right. But I don't know. We'll have to see.
Well, that pace car is getting ready to duck on the pit road here, and that green's going to come out pretty quick. So there goes our pace car. Green flag's in the air. Lively, great jump. Now Lowe's getting the hole behind, or is he going to try? There he comes. Schweikert's the man leading the outside row. Wilderson will go up there and pick him up, and you'll see those 3 WCR cars work together now. Bose helped Schweikert make that decision.
Yeah, this is definitely coming to 3 to go. Now, I look for inside 2 to go, some major moves going to happen.
Well, Dumas and Gidman were doing pretty good coming to the outside. Now Dumas has dropped Gidman and moved down on the inside row, 3rd car back. Gidman, nobody to work with. He's going to be going back, already back to 6th, looking like he's going back to at least 7th, or he's going to have a chance to get back in line 1 lap after the restart.
Yeah, Libby out front, but look at that high side. We've got Schweikert and Wilderson up there, and if they can get a couple of more guys up there with them, they might be able to do something. It looks like, who is that, the 37 Worley up there with them, trying to get a good run and stay right in their draft. Oh, what happened there? A little split off.
Heat.
Okay.
Engine got hot, and they did a good job making the switch. Schweikert put his car in the draft right there and pulled and kept them close.
Well, the line going to be 2 to go. Schweikert staying right there, but he wants to stay on the high side, and he wants Wilderson to come up with him, but Wilderson's staying down low. And there he finally gets up there with them, and we may see them 2 go right to the front now.
Well, now's the time with 2 to go. If they can do any push, and they're going to have to do it because Bose and Lively is separated just a little getting down the corner. And down the back stretch, they can pull some side draft and get a good run. Whether both of them can clear or not, I don't know. But they're definitely going to give it a shot. I promise you that. And there they go.
Yeah, there they go. They've got it. Schweikert up front.
Coming to the white flag.
John Schweikert going to take the lead.
Now, Libby and Bose are going to get a really good run here and pull out. And we're going to see them try to push right back around as we come through turns 1 and 2.
Final lap, white flag is out. And this is the first 30 lap segment here, folks. We got another one coming right up after this. So stay with us. We're just going to try to get a quick interview in with the winner and get right over to the second segment. So stay with us, folks.
Well, they've got a good run here. If they can keep the push through turns 3 and 4, they may have a chance.
Wilderson giving it everything they got. Wilderson probably
going to win.
Oh,
there's your rack.
And Schweikert going to win it, and it looks like Bo's going to take second. Holy smokes, what a finish there, guys.
The rest of the field piles it up at the start-finish line. I believe Libby came through 3rd.
Well, let's quickly get down there and try to get a word in with...
grab him on his cool-down lap.
Yeah, we'll get down there as soon as they quit chatting.
You're looking good now.
Is.
Go for it.
John Schweikert, you got a copy.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Well, we talked a couple laps ago about you possibly being the victor in this thing, and you brought it home, man. Tell us about them last few laps.
I'll tell you what, that was wild. I got to thank all the credit to my teammates. Without them, there's no way. I mean, this is definitely, it doesn't even matter if your teammates or not. You really got to have people to work with here, and it just happened to be my teammates, and I mean, I can't thank them enough. It's a good way to get started, get the momentum rolling, you know?
Yeah, it looks like you guys pretty much timed that exact. You got a great run off the exit to turn 2 and down the backstretch. I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to clear. I knew you could, and I was beginning to wonder if maybe if you cleared, you were just going to say, you know what, I got to have a win here. Sorry, buddy, I got to leave you and pull down in front of those guys. And he cleared, and Lively and them put a little bit of a move on you, but you guys did a great job of breaking up their draft and holding it off. Congratulations on the win, and way to start the season off, man.
Thank you, man. I'm so excited. I'm really looking forward to this. This is just such a fun group to run with. The admins are exceptional. I definitely got to thanks to them. They listen to all the drivers' suggestions and stuff, and they readjust and to make this league better. Everybody here at this league is just a blast to run around. Got a ton of respect for everybody. Love to thank my teammates and give a shout out to you and Rudy. I really enjoy what you guys do. And I have one more shout out, man. I want to give a big shout out to my brother. I love him. This win is for you, buddy.
All right, John. Well, congrats again, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week to open the season up right here at Daytona. And if I'm not mistaken, you're going to be on the pole.
Whether I'm on pole or not, man, it's going to be fun. I'll just have to get my internet connection fixed before then. It was a little rough there at the beginning, but, man, what a good way to start this race. Good way to start this season. This is fun.
All right, well, hang around and watch the second one, man, and enjoy the race. Congratulations again. We'll see you next week.
Sounds good, Roger. I'm going to go jump on top of Corey's pit box and see if I can help him out. So, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
All right, Rudy, quick rundown.
I already did it.
Outstanding.
I mean, I just showed it up there because we've got to get over to the other one, so.
Yep, we need to bail out of here.
All right, we are out of here, and stay with us, folks. Another session coming right up, so just stay right with us here.
seen it, yeah. Yep.
All right, folks, thanks for hanging here with us. We are in duel number 2, another 30-lap shootout here for the other guys, the even number guys. That was second, third, second, fourth, sixth.
What was that, man?
So, but again, like I said, thanks for hanging with us here. Appreciate it. All right, Roger, looking at some of the guys in this field now, we've got a whole different clientele in here. What do you think? Who do you think we're going to be looking out for here tonight? Roger?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I was pushing the wrong button. Well, in this field, we got Crabtree. You know, Keith Shaner's always got a good car at the super speedways. I see DeAndre Artis' name in here. John Batiste is in here. Nathan Sedlick. Thomas Lee. Randall Drake's in here. So this is a really good field too.
Donald Stewart, don't forget him. He's a very tough customer out here on these speedways. The theme tonight for these duels, if you guys hadn't already noticed, has been all beer products. So everybody had to have a beer sponsor on their car or they could not race. So every one of the cars out here running a beer sponsor on their car, and some pretty good imaginations. And Roger, who was it that we were looking at earlier that we kind of wanted to zoom in on?
I gave Jeremy Bazemore the gold standard tonight. Duct tape Miller Lite logos on his Monster Energy car. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, let's. We're going to try to find him on the track here.
He's spinning through the infield grass in the front stretch right now.
And Jeremy Bazemore, there he is, to show you guys what we're talking about here. I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this so we can zoom in on his car before he does like exit out or whatever. And we're going to zoom in on his car and show you. He duct taped the Miller Lite logo right on the hood of that thing. It's duct taped on, folks. I mean, that's pretty amazing. That's pretty ingenious. The Miller Lite logo on the backside over the rear tire, taped on. On the deck lid, taped on. On the back is taped on. So, pretty good imagination by some of these drivers, wouldn't you say, Roger?
Absolutely. And that gets my thumbs up award. Absolutely thumbs up.
We were kind of like talking about this before the last session there, that we thought it kind of looked like a crappy job of putting that on a Monster Energy drink car, and then we got at a closer review of it, you could see the duct tape on there. And it was like, who would have ever thought of that? Well, obviously that's 200 mile an hour tape.
It has to be. Absolutely has to be.
So, yeah, that's pretty ingenious. I'm telling you, some of these guys got some real imaginations when it comes to their paints on their car, you know. He didn't want to give up that Monster Energy drink, but the theme tonight, you had to have a beer sponsor on your car, so he duct taped it on there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, Thomas Keene out here, another one to, you know, we don't really get to talk about him a lot in some of the races that they put on here. We don't see him in here a lot.
Well, you know, one I forgot to mention that I noticed was Corey Wilson's in here, and he's been, since he showed up over here at IWCR, he's been running pretty solid races towards the end of last season. So I look for him to try to make a little noise tonight.
Yeah, he's top of the leaderboard right now, beating Bazemore. And this is just in a practice here right now, folks. It's just kind of a warm-up before they do take the grid. They've already pre-qualified. If you caught the first part of the segment before the first race, they did get out there and qualified. It was an open qualifying session, and that's how they placed, where they took in the first duel. It was first place, third, fifth, seventh, ninth, and so on. Now this one here is all the even numbered. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So these are all the even numbered drivers for the second duel. Well, I think this server's a little better. Maybe not a whole lot, but a little bit better. It's a little bit less glitchy.
I don't see anybody out there around with bad connection right now.
Yeah, that's a good thing. And that
could have been... we see some guys tonight, or in this duel, I'm sorry, not tonight, in this duel, practice a green flag pit stop. What do you bet me?
Oh, I'm sure. Because they were watching that first segment, and they don't want to make that same mistake.
Absolutely not.
We've seen, what, about 3 guys make that mistake coming on pit road and losing it.
Yeah. I could not believe what happened when we got to see them pit stops start rolling up under green, all them cars spinning out. This new tire model, some of these guys hadn't practiced enough on it, and it's a different animal, especially when you're trying to slow this car down, especially on the super speedways, because it's weird. They got them sitting so low and everything now. It's a different feel when you're coming down in the pits at 170, 180 miles an hour and trying to get it woke down to 55. It's a lot different now. I got my eye on Patrick Crabtree. I noticed he was in here, and watching him roll around in that Budweiser Ford Raptor Ford out there.
DeAndre Artis, another one out here. Boy, a lot of Budweiser, a lot of Budweiser cars. Have you noticed that tonight, Roger?
Yeah, I have.
You know, different paint schemes, but with the Budweiser logo on it, and well, it is the king of beers. So, you know, as they advertise.
I'm not a Bud guy.
I drank enough of that stuff, man. I don't know if you could haul it all on the semi as much as I've drank. Set this one more time here to make sure I do have everybody. Tony Bizzarro in 11th on the grid right now. Not grid, in practice. Excuse me. I keep don't want to throw that out there and you guys think that he's on the grid in that position, because he's not. I don't believe he is. Barry Jacobs in 10th, losing it coming off a pit road. That's not good. Tommy Lee in 9th. Thomas Keene. We may have the Tom and Tom show working together there then. They're practicing their pit stops right now. Oh, Tommy Lee almost losing it coming onto pit road. Whoa.
Gotta be careful.
Yes, you do. Alright, it looks like they've advanced this session. So we will get down here to the grid in a minute. Alright. Everybody gets gridded up here. Paul Crumry on the pole. Holy smokes. Look at that.
Yep.
He will be starting on the pole in the number 8. Congratulations to him. This is duel number 2. Barry Jacobs in 2nd. Looks like we've got about 15 cars this time, Roger. 16 in the last one, 15 in this one. So Barry Jacobs in the number 91, starting 2nd. Get down here a little closer. There we go. Jeremy Bazemore, not on the grid yet, will be starting in third in the number 2. Thomas Keene in fourth place in the number 42. In fifth, the 55 of Corey Wilson. In sixth, the 48 of DeAndre Artis. In seventh, the 33 of Tommy Lee. And in eighth, Randall Drake starting in the 8th place in the number 9. Roger?
The 47 car of Keith Shaner will start in the 9th position. 10th is the 00 of Tony Pizarro. Zachary Miller's 44 car starts 11th. Donald Stewart starts the 56 car in the 12th position. 13th is Nathan Sedlick in the 35. John Batista starts his 39 car in 14th position, and Patrick Crabtree in the number 40 starts 15th.
All right. Well, you know, I was just looking at Batista's car there. Man, that's a pretty car. Bush Ice. Wow.
Yeah. Let's grab a channel real quick here, Rudy.
All right. Let me. Okay, you got it.
Oh, come right here. Copy.
Go ahead, Roger.
Well, man, you grabbed that second position in the qualifying session, put you on the pole for this second duel. Got a good group of guys in here with you. Think you got something you can pull this win off tonight?
Well, I sure hope we do. Got a bunch of good guys in here. A little bit of strategy going on, so hopefully we can put this number 8 up on the board there to get us our first win of the IWCR.
And then we saw green flag pit stops in the last race. Did a bunch of guys in the foot. Did you get a little practice in on that?
Yeah, we kind of seen that, so we kind of built up a strategy of eliminating that kind of situation, so hopefully we can get in the pits, get out, get our fuel, and hopefully go on to the win. Or at least one of my teammates.
All right, man. Well, you're about to go green here, so we'll let you go, and if we get another chance, we'll holler at you during the race. Good luck.
Thanks, Roger. Appreciate it.
All right, pace car is in, Roger.
A nice tight bunch for that restart.
Yeah.
That was a good looking restart.
Yes, it was. I think the guys learned a little bit from that last race as they were watching, and you know, it's kind of an advantage that you got.
I would have wanted to be in Duel 2 myself if
Yeah.
I'd have been out there, because I got to watch the mistakes the guys made in the first race and know what not to do. So these
Right.
guys had a huge advantage. We had a little checkup there in the back about the 4th or 5th car from the rear. He checked it really bad down on the bottom. I didn't catch a number yet. I think it's Nathan Sedlick, though.
Or Jeremy Bates.
I think it was Sedlick's car. It looks like his car. He checked up going down the backstretch, down on almost on the apron, and checked those guys behind him up a little bit. Crumride's going to lead that first lap, Rudy.
Yes, he is. So he is set here. Chance for a good win. Thomas Keene in second. Barry Jacobs in third up on the high side in the number 91.
He's trying to lead that outside row up there, and they're not making a lot of headway.
Yeah, you hit that wall of air up there, and it, as well as I do, Roger, that wall of air just slows you right up. You've got to have 4 or 5 cars working together really, really tight, and they're not really tight right now.
No, it's too tight, and then you got a gap, and Randall Drake's trying to bring a couple more cars with him, and Pizarro's just not pushing very well, or they're not close enough to make any headway. So now they're starting to form up a little better. Keene pushing Crumrye out kind of in front of everybody. That's going to that may be a little bit of a problem if this group runs them down. When they get to you, they're just going to swallow you up.
Yeah, he's going to be getting hot here for much longer. Well, he does have just a little bit of a gap between them. I don't know if it's enough to keep that car cool, but
well, you can leave a couple of feet between you and the car in front, and it actually does keep you cool enough. It's just when you lock up on that bumper, it really beats the car up fast.
Right.
This group actually is staying completely together. All 15 cars staying in this group. Well, I checked that. Bazemore somehow is way back off the pace. I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah,
No damage.
I don't know if he like missed the start or what, but he is 18. He's been back there since the start of the race, and I don't know why, what happened, but Barry Jacobs up on the high side. Boy, and he got one heck of a run. Look at this.
Giant run right there. He and Artis got a great run.
Boy, and I'll tell you what, Paul Crumright caught the apron there going into the turn, and boy, that checked up that inside line just a little bit. But he comes right up on the back bumper of Barry Jacobs.
And Jacobs dropped Artis right there when he got to the front, and now Artis working right past him with Drake pushing him.
Long ways to go here, though. 25 to go when they cross the line. And they are going to have to make green flag pit stops. So around lap 10, start looking for guys to start thinking about coming down pit road. You might see some early takers, short pitting, what we call it. Some guys wait till about lap 20. So we'll be looking for pit stops around lap 10.
Only a couple of cars have fallen off of this main pack now. Just a couple of laps ago, everybody was in the pack. But I'm watching Patrick Crabtree in the 40. He was the last car in that pack 2 laps ago. And now he's up here running in about 7th or 8th position.
Yeah, it's getting, they're mixing it up out there right now. They know pit stops are going to be coming. And they want to try to be as far to the front as they can.
Everybody would like to be single file, but that outside line's actually working. They are pulling up to the outside of Jacobs and Crumright right now. Artis leading Drake, and I believe that's Thomas Keene in the 42.5.
Yeah. Tommy Lee now starting to work his way up through on the low line there in the number 33.
Well, all this right now is simply posture. Everybody's just trying to posture for a position. Pit stops are when it's going to really get settled, providing we don't have a yellow. That's what's going to settle the race. You make a mistake, you're going to be out. So right now, everybody's just trying to find a position to get comfortable in so they can get the pit stops. They know that's when everything's going to happen.
Thomas Keene now back to 7th. Patrick Crabtree in 8th and worked his way up from the 15th spot, running in 8th. Actually, I believe he may be a little closer than that. He is up to 5th right now.
Yeah, he made a bold move to the outside a lap ago, Rudy, to get behind Tommy Lee. And since he moved up there, he's moved himself up now to the 4th, and he may push Lee past into the lead.
Yeah, just going to say that.
Well, I wanted to let you know that he got out of victory lane. He's got all the champagne washed off of him now. I don't think he stinks too bad. But John Schweikert has joined us in the booth here, Rudy.
Hey, John.
Hey, guys. This is exciting up here.
Yeah. Well,
look at Artis and Drake on the outside against those 3 cars.
How does it make you feel? You know you've tied, locked up that pole position. How does that make you feel?
I guess from what I take it, I'm actually going to be 3rd because Ken has pole and Paul Crumright has the outside pole.
Okay, well that makes sense because qualifying set the front row and then these duels will set the 2nd row.
That makes sense. Yep. Well, not a bad place to be though.
Especially not considering your teammates right in front of you on the start, right?
Well, it's just momentum. That's good, you know. And momentum is key. It gets you off on a good start. You feel confident, and then you can just go into the season full bore, you know.
So how about that, Rudy? He went from starting 15th, getting checked up on the very first lap, And on lap 10, Crabtree now running second, and Tommy Lee running out front. He started, let's see, where did he start? He started 7th.
Yeah, he started 7th on the field. Yeah, this is a pretty good race here. This is turning out to be as good, you know, what Duel 1 started out really well. And, of course, we've seen a lot of mistakes there, but we want to start looking now for guys short pitting. We are at lap 10.
3 or 4 laps, Rudy. Within the next 3 to 4 laps, you're going to see guys start to pit.
Yeah. Well, the Duel 1 there, we had guys pitting on about lap 10, 11.
Watch the front 2 cars, Rudy. Watch the front 2 cars. I think when they come off full, we're going to start seeing pit stops right away.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Crabtree and Jacobs.
Coming down.
Only 2, it looks like.
Jacobs almost losing it. Crabtree hitting is perfect, though.
I wonder if Jacobs sped a little. Man, did he get a big old stretch on Crabtree.
He sure did. I think he did speed a little bit. Let's go up here and watch him, because if he sits there for longer than his normal pit stop should be, then he did have to serve a 15-second penalty. And I believe he did.
Oh, I guarantee you, he was going 90 miles an hour when he hit the line.
Yeah. That's unfortunate for Barry.
We saw it in the first duel, and that may be one guy who didn't learn. Here comes Randall Drake and Thomas Keene, and Drake is going to die.
Holy cow, he came in hot.
Hot is an understatement. He came in just blazing. He had to be going 140 miles an hour when he hit the line.
I clocked him at 125 at the line.
Yeah, that's what I rewinded. That's what I got him at.
Holy smokes!
From a racer's, you know, from being in the seat, it's a totally different feel trying to get this car slowed down on this new tire model now, isn't it, John?
Yeah, I mean it's just a handful when you start downshifting gears. It's okay at first, and then it starts getting a little wiggly on you.
All right, we've got
here
more
comes
coming down.
Oh, we got somebody getting spun. Shaner got spun. He got killed from behind and knocked into the inside wall.
Tommy Lee.
I don't think the caution's coming out though.
Tommy Lee, Nathan Sedlick. Got a few more guys coming down pit road. And Paul Crumright still staying out there, though. He has the lead, and he wants to stay out and probably try to hold on to that.
Man, Shaner's night pretty much done. He got hit by Donald Stewart. When he slowed down, Stewart just didn't have time to react and turned him dead left, and he hit the inside wall head on.
17 to go, coming to 16 to go this time.
Zach Miller to the lead with Tony Pizarro pushing.
John Batista and Donald Stewart working together. DeAndre Artis and Paul Crumright now in third and fourth. Right
you look at the
behind.
left front corner there, Rudy, of Donald Stewart's car. He's all tore up. I don't think he's going to be able to make much hay.
Well, so far they've been hanging right there, I think, with trying to make the best of what he's got. But here we are coming down pit road. Zachary Miller bringing this, wow, front 5, 6 of them coming down. We've got a couple guys coming in here really hot.
Pizarro going to have a black flag. Probably
Yeah.
2 black flags.
Yeah, have unsafe pit entry and
One for speeding and one for unsafe.
So we're seeing a lot of mistakes here, and you know this is not characteristic of this group, Roger, to make these kind of mistakes.
I'm telling you, this new tire model has a really different feel, especially when you're slowing down from high speed to, down to 55 miles an hour. These guys come off the track, they're going 180, 190 miles an hour and trying to get it down to 55 in that couple hundred yards there. It is a way different feel. I found that out when it first came out. We were running at Daytona, and I tried to slow down for a pit stop under green, and it's very difficult to manage that car when you have to be slowing down, holding the wheel, downshifting, and everything wants to go a different way all at once. The car can get out from under you in a split second, and there's not much you can do about it.
Tommy Lee going to be scored as our new leader as they got by Zachary Miller and them coming off of pit road. And Tommy Lee out front. It looks like Nathan Sedlick with him.
Yeah, Tommy backed up to pick up Nathan after pit stops. He had to back up about 15 car lengths to get him. So those two got together, and now it's working out really, really well.
Yeah, but I don't know if you guys have seen, here comes Patrick Crabtree with rookie sensation, Corey Wilson.
Yeah, Bazemore, who was way off pace, he's back up there. He's running third with these guys, and I don't know if he's pitted yet or not. But Crabtree and Wilson are coming, and it's not going to be but just about another half a lap, and the challenge for the lead is going to be the 40 and the 55, chasing the 33 and the 35.
Well, Bazemore, kind of like the odd man out, no partner up there. He is going to be the one that's going to suffer through this not being able to have a partner to deal with, you know.
Well, maybe not as bad as you think, because the pack racing lends more to having that odd car in there. As long as he can stay in the tire tracks, he can hang right there. If they were able to push, they'd be able to push away from him. But in this pack racing, this group of 5 will probably hang together right here, and they'll be okay.
And guys, I think you need to pay attention to Bazemore because he was like 10 or 15 seconds off the pack when they all started pitting. So he may not have pitted, and now he's in that spot hoping for a caution.
Yeah, he did not pit. He's hoping for a caution before he runs out of fuel here in a couple laps.
Yeah, we're right on him watching, but Crabtree for the lead. Not wanting to dump his partner off, staying right with him. Pulling that Corey Wilson right along with him.
Yeah, now this pack of 4 right here, once Bazemore drops out of this, that group of 4 right there is just going to be just like duel number 1. We had a 4-car breakaway. If we don't get a caution here, this is the settlement of the race right here, these 4 cars.
But we've got a group of 3 of them coming up behind them, not far back, Roger. Only 3.9 seconds behind them. They technically could catch them. They got enough laps here. But I think
they're going to have to make up about 3.5 tenths a lap, and that's kind of difficult to do.
Yep.
There goes Bazemore in the pits.
Yep, coming on pit road now. And he hit his pit road very well, but he is going to come back out on the track all by himself. Nobody to draft with unless he can pick somebody up later.
He's got to pray for a caution.
Paul Crumry in 7th, John Batista 6th, Zachary Miller 5th, Crabtree in 4th, and boy, look at these guys here way down below the yellow line to try to get by these guys. Wow, they're using every inch of that.
They were just cooling.
Every inch of that track to keep their cars cool.
I think they were just the 2nd and 4th place cars there were just trying to cool the engines a little bit, get a little air in the grill like they're doing here, and these guys are just going to settle in right here for about the next 7-8 laps, and then you'll see the pushing and the big challenge.
Yeah, Bazemore going to go back to dead last, 14th position. Shaner's out of the race. It's just amazing to see these guys how they're taking it so far down below the yellow and everything. There's a whole upper part of the track they can be using to keep that car cool.
As long as they don't try to advance their position, no harm, no foul, they're just going to pull out and get a little air. I mean, we're going to watch these 4. This is all we're going to see for the next 6 laps.
But guys, I'm telling you what, Zachary Miller and John Batista and Paul Crumry are reeling them in.
8/10 that lap.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if they're going to run out of time first. But
they might.
If they keep doing what they're doing and staying close-knit like that, these guys are spreading out and getting air and not trying to push around on each other. That group may get there. We may end up with a 7-car battle. I watched them physically close down the back stretch.
Yeah, they just closed up another couple tenths right there. And this picked up another 10, so they are coming. And they're they're just like you said, they're just riding nose to tail, and that's what it's going to take. And it ain't going to be long here. They're going to start feeling the draft. But I don't know. They might run out of laps.
Second and a half here.
They might run out of laps.
Well, if the group at the front goes back to pushing, then you know that their hopes are dashed. But if they keep doing what they're doing, that group of three will catch them. 5th, 6th, and 7th will catch up to the top 4. We got a switch, so I guess they're done riding. Tommy Lee and Nathan Sedlick are done riding. They're going to start pushing.
Corey Wilson in 3rd right now. Yeah, they're gonna start getting on it. I think they probably started to feel a little bit of pressure, knowing that if Zachary and Batista and Crumride got up there and made a 7-car battle, it would make it a lot tougher for them to try to keep that front position.
Yeah, radio chatter suggested that they noticed they were coming and they were going to go ahead and try to do it. I don't know that Crabtree was ready to start doing that. I think he wanted to ride a few more laps, but I think that he and Wilson's hands were forced to start pushing just a little bit right now to stay with Sedlick and Lee.
I'm gonna go down here with the fans and watch the end of this race. Thanks for letting me come up and listen to you guys a little bit. This is gonna be fun.
Absolutely. All right, John. Thanks. All right, and Tommy Lee and Nathan Sedlick switch up. They're coming to the line. Going to be 5 to go this time. They've got to get that down, protect that low line, or Corey Wilson will stick that nose in there and take it over.
Yeah, and they pulled away a little bit, that front 4 from the second 3. They pulled out about 4/10 right there.
Yeah,
they're coming up on Bazemore right now.
Yeah, they're back about 3.4 seconds and losing ground to the leader. So, yeah, I don't think there's no way that there's enough laps unless something happens up in the front here and things start getting a little dicey and they have to check up. I don't see that group catching up to them.
Nope.
Tommy Lee just staying inches away from the bumper of Nathan Sedlick here just to keep a little bit of air going in that radiator.
Well, he knows with about 2 to go that they are going to have to probably do some pushing. And he's going to probably put as much air through the nose of that car as he can so that when the challenge comes, he'd like to be able to be in front like they are now so he can try to make a last corner pass on Sedlick and steal the position.
Yeah, you can bet Crabtree is just going to push the daylights out of Wilson here, probably with about 2 to go. They are at 4 to go right now.
They're going to get a little help from the lap car Bazemore, I think, and that's going to make it interesting with Crabtree and Corey Wilson.
Yep, and Bazemore 1 lap down in 14th place, but right there with this lead pack, and it could make, like you said, it could help somebody. I just hope it don't hurt them. You know, I want it to help them, not hurt them.
Well, we just don't want to caution.
Right. Yeah, it'd be nice to see this one finish under green. We did see a few mistakes there, but you know, a couple drivers speeding on pit road. I think Randall Drake got caught speeding, and somebody else.
We had several.
Yeah, quite a few of them.
The list was long and distinguished.
Yeah. With the emphasis.
Bazemore making a run on his own out front. I don't know what that's about, but he did get a good run past a couple of cars right there. It's just not going to end well for him.
Yeah, it's not. He's not helping anybody. Just being up there.
2 to go.
So maybe that's his intention, just staying out there, not helping anybody. Let them decide it on their own.
We're at 2 to go now, and I got a feeling that we're going to see Crabtree and Wilson really start going out.
Yeah, they're looking to the outside, and look at this. Tommy Lee keeping that engine cool. He knows they're coming. And I think we're going to see him probably just start getting right up on the bumper of Sedlick now and not give them the chance. You can't give them the chance to get by him.
You can't let them down to the inside lane for sure.
Right. So we could see a side-by-side battle all the way this whole last lap, folks. So get ready. This is going to be good.
They've got to clear soon. Crabtree's going to start overheating, I promise you.
White flag is in the air, and here we go. And they come down in front of them. They cleared them. Look at that. Now, we could see a challenge back up on the outside, but I don't know. I don't think there's enough time for it, Roger.
Yeah, there is if they do it right here. But I think Crabtree's going to cover any move Sedlick makes, regardless of the time.
Yeah, look at that. Driving in the mirror.
He wants to get a shot here on the exit of this corner to move to the outside.
Corey Wilson out front. And
Corey Wilson's going to win this race. No one can get him now.
Yeah, this is going to be good. Coming to the line, Corey Wilson winning the second duel. Holy smokes, Crabtree. Oh, man, we got a pile up, too.
Another big crash.
Yeah.
Well, the WCR guys sweep both races.
So great job for Corey out there, man. It was awesome to see him win this.
Sedlick, Lee, Miller, top 5. Good race, though. Really good race.
Yes, very good. No cautions.
Well, I did Duel 1, Rudy. You do Duel 2.
All righty. Sounds good to me. We'll wait till these guys do get done. Everybody wants to give him the congratulatory. And I heard them call him the rookie or something. Is he the rookie or... I don't know. I heard somebody say that.
Well, he just kind of started with IWCR middle of last season, so
okay.
So he's going to be kind of considered a rookie right now. All right, Rudy. Thank you.
Corey, I'm on the wrong channel. Corey Wilson, this is Rudy up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, Rudy, I've got you.
Well, congratulations on your win, Corey. Man, did you think they're sitting there on about lap 6 or 7 that you would get up there and win this thing, or was it kind of a planned thing with you and Crabtree?
No plan there at all. Actually, Keith Shaner and I were working together, and Keith was kind of just riding in the back, and we knew we'd get hooked up on our pit stop, and something happened on his way in, and I think he got pushed into the wall. We didn't get a caution from it, but Keith was forced out of the race, and I just continued on, and it just luck fell in my lap. I come back out, and my crew chief Gibbs, he said Crabtree was coming up on me, so we just kind of rolled the dice and went with it.
Well, great win today. I believe, if I'm understanding this correctly, this is going to put you in starting 4th on the grid for next week's race. If I'm understanding that correctly.
That sounds about right. I think it's going to be WCR front at least 3.
All right. Do you have any like strategic things in mind for next week, or any plans, any partners, teammates that you're going to be working with next week to try to get up to the front and win that?
Nope, no plans at all. Just kind of go with the flow. I'm pretty green to super speedways. Actually, John and I had a conversation on the phone this afternoon. Just kind of, making sure I was prepared for tonight. I've only had a couple super speedway races under my belt, so no, I'm just kind of going to get in here, listen to my teammates. We've got a good team here, so pretty excited for it now.
All right, well, Corey, thanks for talking with us, and great job out there tonight. I looked watching that hooks and ladder car come to the front, and it was good to see you up there in victory lane. Congratulations. And you got anybody you want to say hello to or a thank you out to?
Yeah, you mentioned the car. Big shout to Ken Worley. Did a beautiful job on that as a firefighter. The Hook and Ladder Brewing Company seemed fitting. I've been wanting a fire theme for a long time, and
that old school gold leaf that he put on here, man, it's just great. But huge props to the whole WCR team. I'd like to give a shout out to my Uncle Mike. I've been a road racer up until about February, and he got on iRacing, and he's like, come on, you got to try this oval stuff, and I haven't looked back. I've been hooked. So, yeah, good stuff, fun.
Well, I got to agree with your uncle there. It is, I think it's a little more exciting because there's a lot more closer, side-by-side racing, 3 wide, and you don't get that in road racing as much. But it's all in what you're looking for out of it. But we're just glad that you're over here with this group, and I'm sure they're glad too. They're calling you the rookie out there, so hopefully you proved them wrong today by winning. So congratulations on your win.
Well, thank you, Rudy. They can call me rookie all they want, but I got to win last season too, so I have a hard time forgetting that.
Absolutely. You never forget a win, brother. Never forget a win. So, all right. Well, thanks for talking with us, buddy. And again, congratulations.
Thanks, Rudy, and props to you guys in the booth for all you do. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you very much. I wonder if we could get second place there, Roger. Let's see, Patrick Crabtree. I wonder if we could get him on the line.
You can try.
Patrick Crabtree, you still in the server?
Yes, sir.
Well, Patrick, I know you were really pushing the daylights out of Corey, and you were doing a little bit of blocking on that last lap to make sure some of them other guys would not get by you. Nathan Sedlick tried. And was that your full intentions, to let Corey win, or was you going to maybe pull out on that last lap and try to get a run on your own?
Oh, I absolutely wanted to get Corey that win. Like Barry kind of had a little bit of an issue on his pit stop, so it kind of left me hanging. So me and Corey just kind of found each other out of nowhere, and I was like, all right, I mean, if the situation arises, I'll push this guy to win, no problem.
Well, pretty good choice of it. He comes home the winner, and you come home second tonight, I believe. If I'm understanding correctly, that may put you like about 6th on the starting grid. I'm not sure how they're doing all of that, but do you have any strategic plans for next week's race?
Run up front, get good pit stops, and don't leave the front. It's so tough to pass here, especially when everybody's going 2 and 3 wide. So that's the plan, just stay up front.
Well, we did see a few mistakes in this race. The guys made some speeding coming down pit road there, unsafe pit entry, had to serve them penalties. We watched your pit stop, and you were pretty clean. What do you think? Practice makes perfect out here on their pit stops, and the guys maybe need to do a little more practicing?
When Super Speedway week comes around, that's literally all we do is practice pit stops, because that's life or death here. The setup really doesn't matter as much as the pit stops, because if you get a bad pit stop, what good is like a pole setup if you're like botching your pit stop every time?
Absolutely. All right, well, Patrick, thank you for talking with us there, buddy. And you want to give a shout out to anybody as long as you're right here?
I got to give a shout out to PSRG LDR. Got to give a shout out to Roger Wagner and X Factor Custom Paints. And got to give a shout out to MaxSpeedTV for putting on the broadcast. Thanks, guys.
All right, Patrick, thanks for talking with us, buddy. Let's see here. All right, well, let's run down the rundown of this one here. We can do this one, Roger. We can.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish we could do the whole field for next week, but you know what? Next Friday night we'll get to run that whole thing down. So.
Absolutely. Okay, well, Corey Wilson coming home the winner today. Patrick Crabtree second. Nathan Sedlick third. Tommy Lee fourth, and I believe those two got together there and slid across the finish line together. So,
yeah. And
they were hooked up. They were like teammates there them last 8 or 10 laps, so kind of unfortunate, but race was over. Zachary Miller coming home fifth. They were 2.3 seconds, so they had closed up quite a bit, Roger, on that front group. And
yeah, when those guys got to racing, they got a chance to close about 1.5 seconds in 2 laps.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. John Batista in 6th, Paul Crumry 7th, Randall Drake in 8th. Thomas Keene in 9th. Barry Jacobs 10th. Tony Pizarro in 11th. DeAndre Artis in 12th. Donald Stewart 13th. Jeremy Bazemore. Unfortunate incident there with him. I don't know exactly what happened at the beginning of the race, but he got way off a pace from everybody else, finishing 14th. And Keith Shaner wrecking out, hitting the wall, and man, too bad for him, finishing 15th. So, all right, well, any last sentiments on this getting ready for next week, Roger?
I think we saw 2 really good races. I mean, this one went green flag to flag, and next week I expect to see some really, really solid races. We'll put all 31 of those cars out there on the track, and we'll probably add 2 or 3 more in for guys that missed tonight because they were running the NIS, and we're going to see a heck of a show for 250 miles.
All right. All right, well, folks, that's going to wrap it up for tonight. Stay tuned next week for the big race here at IWCR, and hopefully we'll see all of you guys in chat, YouTube chat. Hopefully we'll see a lot of you in there, and hope you enjoyed the show. And thank you, Roger, for helping out. Appreciate it very much. You do an awesome job with me, brother.
Always my pleasure, sir.
All right, we will see you, let's see, tomorrow night I believe we're going to be here doing their truck race.
Yeah, I might be able to join you for that. I don't know. We'll have to see what's going on, but I wouldn't mind doing that because that's their season opener for trucks, too.
Yeah, so looking forward to that. So, all right, well, we'll see you tomorrow night here for IWCR.